Howdy, folks. Uncle Brian, 270 LLC here. I figured I'd try it out. I know some people need to introduce themselves. Like celebrities got to introduce themselves. Hi, I'm Johnny Cash. Nah, that's not me. You know who the fuck I am. Some of you wish you didn't, right? Hey, what time is it? Come on, what day is it? Come on, you should know by now. Time for the Uncle Brian Happy Friday Week in Review. Yeehaw! Roundup video. So we all mosey on down and set a spell. Been an interesting week. First off, I'll start. Hope you had a good week. Hope it's going well. Hope you've had fun. Mostly, I hope you've stayed safe. Last night up at Gillette Stadium, a half hour from me, the Strolling Bones performed. That's what I call the Rolling Stones, the Strolling Bones, really. You seen them lately? They're like fucking wrinkled up skeletons. They look like a band made up of the Crypt Keeper, 4 different versions of him. These motherfuckers have been on a farewell tour since, 1995, you know what I mean? The last decent album they put out was in the 70s, Exile on Main Street. After that, it's been all crap. But hey, they have their following. Ticket prices started at $300 for the nosebleed seats way up in the stadium. You want to get down closer to them, it was like over $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Fucking crazy. And they got a lot of backup musicians and backup singers. Keith Richards stands there hunched over. Ronnie Wood stands there hunched over. Mick Jagger, I got to give the guy credit for his age, man. He fucking jumps around, These guys, they're like fucking herpes. They don't go away. It's definitely not for the money. They're all multimillionaires. I guess it's ego. They just, Motley Crue and other fucking fail. Just fucking go away, man. Ozzy Osbourne, the guy's like the Crypt Keeper. He can barely fucking stand up. He's talking about he wants to do 2 more farewell tours before he retires. You know what his retirement tour is going to be? When they're carrying his casket out of a fucking funeral home. That's going to be his farewell tour, once and for all. I don't know what's with these guys. I think ego they just can't stop. They need that attention. They need those crowds. They definitely don't need the money, Hey, whatever. So that's what happened last night. Now let's get to the real good shit. Let's see, where to start, man. Shit, there's so much to cover this week. Sanford fucked over another friend. You see where that goes from here. Oh, I heard Sanford, I guess Sanford had a case of the gremlins biting him in the ass with technical difficulties. I guess he still does some midweek live stream thing. Some kind of tech talk. He's done that. He used to do that with the Crypt Keeper. Oh, that's right, he ain't friends with him no more. He used to do that with Sandy, I think, right? That's right, he ain't friends with him no more either. Used to do that with Dallas. Oh, that's right, he's not friends with Dallas anymore either. And it came down to Captain Kangaroo and Dr. Doolittle. I got a feeling he won't be doing that with Captain Kangaroo anymore either. We did it with Dr. Doolittle. But he had all kinds of technical glitches. Couldn't get sound and this and that. He had to shut it down after like 20 minutes or something. Oh well. Let's see what else happened this week. Oh, somebody told me something. They said, hey, Jabba's been gone for a while. And I said, well, maybe that's good. Maybe now hopefully he's getting the help he really needs. He figured out that he's not going to solve all his problems by making a fool of himself on YouTube. Maybe he's seeking the professional help he really needs, That would be a good thing. That would be a wise move on his part. But then something happened, and I said, well, maybe not. Maybe there's another reason. See, I like nature. TV, reality show hell is what I call it. Reality show hell. It's unbelievable. And they keep coming up with more and more new reality shows. routine basis. I guess that's what people want to see. You know what I mean? You know. But I like nature. I like watching documentaries on national parks, Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon. You know, that's why I love it when we go once in a while, a couple of times over the summer, see our friends up in New Hampshire. We stay up in the White Mountain Range, Franconia Notch. It's beautiful up there, camping and fishing at Echo Lake, canoeing. You know, it's beautiful. Kangamangas Highway heading out to North Conway where they have the scenic railroad. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I like watching nature, animals, things like that. And I caught one last week. This guy's been studying a population of seals off the coast of Australia. What was the show called? In fact, I saved it on DVR. Life by a Whisker, showing how the struggle to survive, you know, for seals. And it showed the herd and the little babies being born and how the mothers, they bring them into like little shallow puddles almost. They have to teach them how to swim, you know, and they do things with them until they can swim fast enough, they're strong enough, maneuver enough that they can go out into the open water, where now it's going to be kind of tough, you know. They are the primary food source of orcas, great whites, and their populations have been growing. And as their populations have grown, the sea lion population has been shrinking, and he's been tracking it for many years, monitoring it. And they follow this herd, and they follow this one particular family, the mother and her pups. And something happened with the males, and I've seen this in other species. In a lot of species, the males have like a mating call. They let out a sound to attract the mate when they're in, you know, when they're horny, you know. And he covered many different males in this herd. And you see them and they're letting out their sounds, and each one is kind of unique in their own way. They're not all the same. So they can identify one male from another by their mating call that they put out. And that's what made me think. I said, wait a minute. Maybe that's been Jabba's problem. Maybe that's why he's all wound up and frustrated, and he's got to be, because he's sexually frustrated, you know. And his farting is his mating call. Maybe after all this time, he finally attracted a mate. That's why he's not around. He's busy getting laid. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be a sight to see? Go on, baby. Baby, is that good for you? Really? Now that I'd fucking pay to watch. Job of having sex, you know. But anyway, now that I got that out of the way, in all seriousness, I really hope the guy is getting the help he really needs. It's obvious the guy needs help. You know. I hope he's okay. I never wish any harm on anyone. I hope he's okay. I hope he's maybe taking some time to think about what he needs to do with his life. And he finally figured out that YouTube is not the answer. You know, YouTube won't solve your problems. Well, in some cases, people trying to make money that have been able to make money on here, it's solving a problem in that respect. But the problems that Jabba has, YouTube is not the answer. It's only compounding his problem. It's only giving him an outlet to act out, to get attention, sympathy, thinking that somehow it's going to make everything go away. And all it's done is put more on him. And he brings it upon himself. So, in all sincerity, I hope he's okay. I hope he's working on himself to get himself in a better state of health. It takes work. Nothing happens by itself. He's trying to do something about his weight. He's trying to do something about working on his issues, maybe speaking to a counselor, a therapist. And staying away from YouTube could probably be the best thing for him. It will allow him to focus on himself in a way that's much different than how he's been dealing with himself on here, putting himself out to be a laughingstock and an object of ridicule that he does all by himself. No one's forcing him. No one forces me. No one forces anybody to be on here. You know, but I think the allure of money, I've said this before, you know what I'm going to say. I think the allure of the prospect of, you know, making money on here, becoming famous, a household name, I think for some people, when they have a sense of an ego and narcissism, even though it's small, it flourishes, it grows, and like YouTube is like the fertilizer that they use to really blow it up. And it gets blown up with a lot of people. You can name Sanford and many others. And like I've said, if YouTube took away the ability to make a single fucking penny, took away your ability to run a flea market yard sale on here, selling merchant products and this and that. If YouTube took the ability of making a single penny on here in any way, shape, or form, how many people do you think would be on YouTube? YouTube would become a fucking ghost town. It would look like the fucking spectator stands at the North Shore Nationals. Okay. Weekend weather's looking real good. We got plans for Sunday. We got a run planned with a charter over next door in Bristol, Rhode Island. So we're looking forward to that. Saturday night, tomorrow night we get together. This time it's going to be at Cisco's. And tomorrow I find some time dropping in my daughter, see my Artemis, my Benjamin, my Artie, and Benji. I love those little guys to death. I always find time for them every week, you know, along with my daughters. I love being a dad. I love being a granddad even more. You know, my only regret is that I won't be around when they're at the age when I'd be able to do more for them than I'm able to do now when they're, you know, babies and kids. Hopefully, I think I'll be around when they get their license. Be around to hopefully get them into cars. With experience I've had, what I've known, maybe I could pass on to them, you know, and have the physical capability to be able to get under the hood with them with a wrench and say, okay, here's how you do this, here's how you do that, you know. That's my wish, you know. So we see what happens. I try to stay in good shape, so who knows? Maybe I'll still be able to at that age. I hope so. So anyway, I don't want to get too sentimental here. Hope you had a good week. Hope you had fun. Hope you stayed safe. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you find some time to be around the people, family, friends that should mean the most to you in your life. And you recognize it and you don't ignore it and let it go by until it's too late. You know? And you have fun and you stay safe. Till next time.